So that bow's for your sister?
Gonna be, yeah, sister, and then hopefully she can like shoot it. If not, the neighbor asked about it.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
like,
Bring her in. Get her all set up.
like if she's not accurate enough with it before deer season, she said she doesn't even want to bother this year,
Oh,
which is good. I'm glad that
fine, yeah.
I'm glad she's acknowledged that.
you should get her in the shop one of these days and get her shooting so she can start practicing.
Yeah, I got to get that bow set up. But I haven't told my mom yet that it's gonna be for her.
Oh.
Because my mom's what was a little iffy about my brother getting a bow, like 2 years ago because he was too young. And then when I mentioned getting Bella into shooting, she was kind of like, eh. And I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna tell her I get the bow set up and then gonna have to shoot it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
So
That'll be exciting.
yeah, my brother though is really really excited with his new bow. Like he loves it.
Nice. That's a sweet little bow.
It is for him. It's like perfect.
All right, this week we got Micah Gitlewski. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, awesome. And you are Archer of the Month for August.
I am.
That's awesome, man. Cool. So let's talk about Micah. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Busy summer.
Busy summer.
Busy summer.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, got a month left of summer and then headed into the school year. So
Nice. And you are homeschooled, right?
I am homeschooled.
Cool. That's a huge advantage.
Yep.
Especially for hunting season.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Yep.
It's been great to work with you at the shop too. So you've been working at the shop for a couple months now.
Yeah, 3 or 4 months, somewhere in there.
Cool. Nice.
Like middle of May, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been super nice to work with you and Billy and get to know like how you guys work on bows and learn from that for sure.
Awesome. So let's go way back into how you got into archery. I know we talked a little bit about getting started in archery. You want to just do a quick run through of how you first started?
Yeah. I first started around the age probably 9-ish, in that vicinity. I started at a church. We had a buddy that was part of an archery group at church, and he was like, hey, you should come out. And I got a little tiny plastic PSC bow, and we were shooting that at bales, and I was hitting targets, missing targets. Like, it was super fun. And I just shot that like, I don't know, maybe 10 times. And then we finally went to Buckrub Archery down at Pewaukee and got me like all set up with a bow. And I'd say by 10, I was like shooting in leagues and stuff like that at Buckrub. And that really got me hooked. Like, I got a Diamond Infinite Edge was my first bow. Got that all set up, just basic whisker biscuit and just a fixed 3-pin sight. So nothing crazy. And shot that for a long time. Like, I just kept getting more and more into archery and just kept upgrading where I could. But like going back to some of the fun memories of just shooting, like when I first got the bow, like I remember throwing a tennis ball out in the yard and see how many shots it would take to hit it. But yeah, I started young. I really never was good at any other sport, so it was cool to find a sport that I was like really passionate about.
Yeah, I think archery is great for that kind of stuff. Like, you can take it as serious as you want, or as or as fun as you want, and kind of just do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, so just, I mean, since then I remember my first drop away rest. I got put on my bow. My parents for Christmas upgraded a rest, a sight, and a quiver for me.
That's a cool Christmas present.
It was a cool Christmas present because it was like a huge upgrade too. Because I remember shooting in leagues at Buckrub and being like right there at almost like the top level of the league, and then like as soon as you put the drop away rest on, like it was like lights out. I was like way over what I needed to be for the top level of the league, and that was really really fun. And just like from there, like I got a CP30 from Buckrub and got that all set up too. And that was my like second official bow. It was my first big purchase, which was cool. And then from there, it's just been learning, and I'm really self-taught. Like, I don't know. I I've had a couple people in my life coach me, and now I got Billy and you, so it's been helpful for sure to have you guys put input in.
Hell yeah.
For setting up bows. But self-taught from like 9, so obviously there's YouTube out there, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome because people put out super, super good stuff.
There's like a big transition right now, or not right now, in the last like 10, 15 years or so, where a lot of guys who've been in archery for a long time, they never had that. And now people growing up with it, they have that resource at their hands right away. So
yeah, it was like as soon as I got really into it, probably around the age of 13-ish, like I started watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of form, like how do I perfect my form, like what draw length should I be shooting, what draw weight should I be shooting, like maintaining good form. And I mean, I remember at 13, 14 shooting a hinge for the first time because like it's something I saw on a Chris B video, and it's like you should try to shoot a hinge, proper back tension. So just like really self-taught from 9 years old, and I've just learned so much over the years. Thankfully, more good habits than bad habits.
Yeah.
So I've been able to just grow those good habits, and like now where I'm at today, like ventured in target archery and like really serious into like hunting. And I mean, with you and Billy in the shop, it's been really awesome to get everything set up with like
yeah,
my target bow right now is shooting lights out, like
nice.
326x rolling out of bed every morning.
There you go. That's awesome. Be a great indoor season then for you.
It should be.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you started bow hunting. You said like around 12.
Yeah, I'd say around 12 I started bow hunting. That's like the first time I remember going out was with my dad's old boss, and we went out clover plot, and I'd say within 30 minutes we saw our first deer.
Oh dang.
we got out of the truck, walked 50 yards, got in a huge box blind in the clover plot surrounded by like tall grass, and like within 30 minutes we saw our first deer, and then within an hour I shot a deer.
Dang.
And I was like, this is the best thing ever.
That's awesome. That's like a complete opposite of what most people do. Most people will talk about being in the woods for like days or weeks at a time before they even see a deer. And yeah, that's cool.
We got out within 30 minutes. We saw, I think, a 6-pointer, and I actually we saw 2 deer come into this food plot at the same time. One was like 20 and the other one was like 23 or 24. And at that time I was like trying to keep it as close as possible. And the further one was a buck. So I was like, I want to shoot it, but I don't want to take the further shot, even though it was only 4 yards. Back when I was 12, 4 yards was like everything.
Yeah, get it really close.
So I got it really close, and I shot a doe. So that was like that's the first memory. That's the first deer I've ever shot.
Yeah, that's awesome. That got you hooked.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Got me hooked for sure.
So what about S3DA? So you're newer with S3DA, right? That was your first outdoor season indoor season with the team.
I did indoor and outdoor.
Yeah. Because how long you been part of S3DA?
I think January will be a year.
Okay, so you started in January. Okay,
yeah.
And you're with Paradox Archers.
I am.
Cool. Yep, that's the one out of Wicked Archery, and then it's Newburgh.
Yep, Newburgh
cool.
Sportsman's Club.
That's awesome. That's in Washington County.
Yep, up in Newburgh. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, it's a great program that S3DA has. Like, what do you think of S3DA so far as a whole?
I personally love it. I love that it's getting kids together and shooting. I love the practices. I wish they continued that through the summer.
Okay.
Because I mean I know everybody's busy through the summer, but like we practice in winter for indoor, and then we practice through beginning of summer for outdoor. And it's kind of like between that time, it's kind of you lose the S3DA team unless you like get together and shoot, which we're older. The people in Paradox are generally older. There's a couple younger kids, but a few of us get together every once in a while and shoot. But yeah, I love it so far. I actually came in like end of January, and I shot a regional, then state, and then nationals, I think all within a month, because I just wanted to go to state and nationals. So I had to shoot a regional, and I shot a regional, and then 2 weeks later shot state, and then shot nationals. So that was really fun. That was a quick jump into it, and I've really never shot 5-spot before. So practicing on a 5-spot face was like completely different than a 3-spot.
Much longer round. At least it feels like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of arrows.
It for sure feels like it. It's like I gotta hold this bow up. How much longer? It's
Yeah.
like, how many more arrows are left?
Yeah, 12 ends, 5 arrows a pop. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot, but definitely showed me where I was lacking and where I could improve.
Cool.
And then I picked up with the outdoor 3D. I only did 3D this year. I didn't do outdoor target, which I want to explore for next year. 3D was super fun, and that was set up with it was a bow that was set up iffy. Draw length was probably about a 1/2 inch short because I maxed the cam out, and then it wasn't tuned super well, but it was shooting halfway decent. So I shot some okay scores. They were some were iffy, some were good. Like I shot 22 up or something like that, and then I shot like 8 up or 10 up. I only went to a few regionals, so nothing crazy. No crazy scores. But I mean, for my first outdoor season,
it was fun.
That was really fun.
Cool. Yeah, if you know any kids that like archery, like definitely encourage anyone to check out the S3DA program in Wisconsin. There's a ton of fun teams, and it's great to compete like on the individual level and as a team level too.
Yeah, and the coaching too. Like if you need tips or stuff, like the coaches too are super helpful.
Oh, that's awesome.
And generally, I mean, you're at we're at a shop. Paradox is at a shop, so it's like if we need a bow workout or something, or need to put it in a press, like we can just come to the counter and you guys can throw it in the press.
It's cool seeing everyone come. I think your guys practice around Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. It's cool seeing everybody show up as a team and like practice together and like try to get better. And
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, we all challenge each other, give each other a little bit of crap.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's fun. Yeah, and shooting archery is always more fun with people. So
it is. Yeah. It's always been for me, it's always been an individual kind of thing. Like I've never really shot with anybody. Until I got into like tournament shooting, which is thanks to Wisconsin Archery. That was like how I found my first shoot.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
And until that, like I really shot by myself, except for those like 2 years in buck rub leagues. Mm-hmm. But like it's always just been
shooting in the backyard kind of thing.
Shoot in the backyard.
Yep.
Like we have property I can shoot on, so just walk out in the backyard and shoot whenever I want.
Nice. That's awesome. What do you think of like on target archery versus bow hunting? Is there one you like more? Or is there a 50-50 or? This
year, I personally like target archery a lot more. Like the more I get into it, the more I like it.
Yeah. It's fun. You can kind of go down some pretty deep rabbit holes on whatever's going to work best for you.
I love the deep rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Like it sucks because you're like, why isn't this working?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it's taught me so much. And it's like, I was just telling somebody the other day, like I can shoot my target bow. If I'm good with my target bow, I know I'm going to be perfect with my hunting bow. Like I picked my hunting bow up last week and I haven't shot it for like a month, maybe a month and a half. And at 100 yards, I was hitting a 3-inch circle.
Dang.
I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to shoot anymore.
Yeah.
So,
one of the things people don't talk about a lot is like the tournament nerves. Like when you go and shoot tournaments or even just like leagues or take that next level up, you get a lot more nerves. Most people do, at least.
I do.
And you can transition that immediately over to hunting on, being able to shoot under pressure, shoot when you're nervous, shoot when your adrenaline's going. Definitely can help a lot.
Yeah, it does for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The last year and a half, the more I learn about target archery, the more I get hooked on it. So
yeah,
I've definitely been spending a lot of time with my target bow.
Cool.
Trying to get better with it because just trying to learn more.
What do you think about working at the shop so far? Working at Wicked.
I love it.
What were you thinking it was going to be like, and what surprised you?
How busy we are.
Okay.
That really surprised me.
Yeah.
Like I remember asking Billy like a couple weeks in, like, do we ever hit a slow part of the season? And I know he mentioned you asking the same thing, and he was like, yeah, generally it was like a month ago to like beginning of July, and then 4th of July hits and it's like picks up, and he's like, we just have not slowed down, and we probably won't. So that surprised me.
Yeah,
like,
we've been growing so fast, it's almost painful. So
yeah,
anybody listening, we're hiring people. So if you or someone you know is interested in working at a bow shop, come check out Wicked Archery. We definitely need some additional team members.
Yeah, no, I was very surprised with how busy we are. I knew that you guys set up stuff similar to how I would set stuff up, and how, like, for example, like I'm not a fan of like tuning the arrow to the bow, which I know there's specific people that do that. Like tune your bow to the arrow, like just stuff like that. Like I know so many people that are like, they cut the arrow, like micro cut their arrow to not move the bow at all, like no shimming the cams or anything. Like it could be way out of center shot, and they just cut the arrow or torque the bow differently just so that they can get a bullet hole through paper. And I'm like, no, like that's not how I set stuff up.
Yeah.
So it's just like I knew you guys set stuff up similar to how I would, and just paid that much more attention to everything. So that was like as soon as it started coming, like Billy just filled me with information. Like as soon as I walked in the door for the first time, it was like unloaded information about an HLR arrow, and I was just like, okay, cool. And I just kept coming in and coming in and coming in, and I just learned more every time I was in there. And I'm like, you want to invest time into people and tell people stuff and teach them. So it's like,
yeah, I've noticed like a handful of customers that come into the shop. If they're coming in consistently, like getting more information, they're learning pretty quick. Like there's a few people there that'll come in, they'll shoot a couple times a week, hang out with us, work on stuff, and they're learning pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, I work Sundays, and there's 2 guys that come in almost every single Sunday, and Billy is just like sat in the range and talked to them. One of them's got our grip on their bow, which is super cool, and it's just like Billy like just keeps putting a little bit more time into them every single week. So it's like, if you really want to get better and like really want time invested into you, like it's evident, and Billy will do it. Like he's put so much time into me. And even before I started working at Wicked, it's like he was giving me tips and stuff like that.
What's something that you learned working at the shop? Anything you can point out?
I learned how to use the computer, which was a big thing for me.
That is a big thing,
because I'm not a technology person. Off the top of my head, I mean, not really off the top of my head. I'd have to think about that for a minute. But I mean, everything is like, it's all straightforward. It's like, it's
the same principles, but just how to apply it in different equipment or different situations.
It's like, I mean, putting strings on a bow, it's something I learned. Like I had a good idea of how to put them on, because it's just like you take the old set off and put them on the exact same way. But I mean, it's all simple. It's if you want to tune a bow, like don't move the rest out of center shot. And you don't want to be, one thing I did learn, you don't want to be knocked low.
Yep.
That is one thing I did learn. And I did learn that I did not have a very good eye for that at first. But that's like off the top of my head, that's what I can think of. I mean, I'm constantly learning stuff, or stuff's getting like refreshed in my mind of how to do things. But I mean, like I said, a lot of what we do at the shop is how I've done stuff at home.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. All right, anything you think is overrated in archery right now?
Overrated in archery. That's a good question. I haven't actually, the last couple of weeks, I've been following too much on like social media about archery. I think, okay, one thing that did bother me is all of the ASAs. Like you can see all the scores from the ASAs, all the shoot-offs in the ASAs. This is one thing that bothers me. I don't know if I would say it's overrated or not, but I think the youth need to be advertised out there more than they are.
Okay.
Because like you go on any of, like Chloe Nelson, for example, you go on any of the ASAs and you see no like shoot off.
Oh, you're saying for like shoot offs?
Yeah, you see no shoot offs or anything like that. So it's like, I didn't even know the youth could compete in an ASA.
Oh, yep.
Until I met Chloe.
Yeah.
And she was. Because it's like you wouldn't see it anywhere. You would just see the pros or whatever.
Yeah. One of the gripes I have with a lot of the bigger target organizations is they should model it after other type of sports organizations like the UFC, where they're going to have like pre-press conferences and or like interviews and stuff like that, and posts. Like have interviews some of the best, like some of the big names out there, give them like a 4 or 5 minute interview before they go to the shoot, and then maybe the winners, they can get each top 3 get interviewed. I don't know, for 3 to 5 minutes or so, or just build more of a storyline behind what's going on with everybody.
Yeah, and I think that like that's one thing too. Like PJ Riley will do stuff like that. on Competition Archery Media, and I think that's super cool. Like it's like on the range, is I think what he calls it.
Oh yeah, those are great.
I think
like
that's
those.
so cool.
Those are good. I'll always learn something new, like one little tip of something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just like I remember Paige Pierce talking about like shooting in the dark and what she did, or it's just like a check-in, like how's today going? How'd yesterday go? I think those are really, really cool.
Oh yeah, those are great. We need more of that, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Competition Archery Media is like the only place that is posting anything like tournament archery related.
Yeah, them and Bow Junkie, I feel like are the two.
Yeah, Bow Junkie does too.
It's cool seeing like Bodie and Matthias, however you say his name, a couple other archers, Paige, making the content on social media platforms. I think that's great. I think more people should be doing that.
Yeah, Paige Pierce, like she posts pretty regularly.
And good information too.
Yeah, I mean, she just posted a video on her bow hunter setup for the bow hunter games.
Yeah,
I thought that was super cool.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited to watch that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
I'm curious on how if Cam's gonna be there, and if the Competition Archery Media, if they're gonna be like covering it like they would in ASA and like doing all that stuff, that'll be awesome.
Where is that?
I think it's Pennsylvania.
Okay,
I think so.
I assume Levi's gonna be there probably.
I think like all the big names are going. Yeah. For that amount of money, I think they're paying $60,000 for the men's winner. And I think it's $40,000 for the women's.
That's like Vegas.
It's basically Vegas. So
wow.
I think they're all going to be there, at least most of them.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody from overseas will come.
That's a good question. There's a good chance.
Like I know a lot of people over there are target archers.
Yep.
But
if they're not big into hunting, it's not really interfering with their season or anything. It'd be interesting to see. It's the first of the year, so it'd be cool to see who shows up.
That would be cool.
What do you got for tournament schedule for next year? So any of the bigger shoots you're trying to go to?
Rushmore Rumble.
Rumble, that's a big one.
I want to hit that one.
When is that?
I'm pumped for that. I think February.
Okay, cool.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I think it's before Lancaster. It's one of the first one, not the first one, but it's one of the first ones of the year. It's probably like January.
January.
Yeah. What about you're going to do a full S3DA year again, because you're going to be a senior then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so the way we set it up, I'll be doing this year with S3DA and then next year with S3DA. It's like going to be like my super senior year.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, I will shoot as many S3DA regionals and I'll go to state and hopefully nationals this year.
Cool. Do you have to qualify for nationals, or is it okay? You can just show up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, if you go to a regional and state, you can go to nationals.
Oh, cool.
I think that's how that works. But yeah, I'll do S3DA, indoor and 3D, and then I want to explore outdoor target. Because like I've been shooting a lot at distance with my target bow, just with some 27s, which is stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't say it's super windy, because I'm shooting in an area where there's not a lot of wind. But I mean, I can keep a group of 27s in a 3-inch circle at 50 meters, which is like 55 yards.
Dang.
So I'm like really pumped about that.
Yeah, trying that out.
So I want to try that out for sure. I'd like to make it to Lancaster and Vegas eventually. Lancaster would probably be first. That's one that I would like to do in the next 2 years.
Cool. What do you think more kids your age, why they're not shooting? Like, why aren't they getting into archery, or why archery isn't bigger with your generation?
Because people don't want to put the work in to do anything these days.
Okay.
Like I was just talking to a guy at work today, and it's like people just don't want to work. It's like they just are lazy and don't want to work. And archery's hard. It's not easy. You have to put in the work to really become a good shot.
Yeah, on the competitive side of things.
On the competitive side, but even like before I was competing, like I always would go outside, and if I would shoot like crap, I'd kind of be like, that wasn't great.
Yeah.
So there was like everybody always has like a sense of, yeah, that's good, or no, that's terrible. So you're always trying to be like, you're not going to get better if you don't practice. So I'd say like I know so many people that have a bow but don't shoot it. Like I could probably count 10 people that I know that have a bow but don't shoot it until a week before hunting season.
Yeah.
And it's like you're not going to get any better if you don't shoot it. And then you're going to be complaining when you miss a deer. So my age, like I think archery isn't big enough where people are not seeing it.
They're not getting as exposed to it.
They're not getting exposed to it.
Yeah.
We need more like people out there posting about it.
And that's where like United Archery and Wisconsin Archery comes into play. With Wisconsin Archery, it's such a great way. Like all the shoots in the state are on the website. You have a ton of events. You got an archery map on there. You can find places to shoot. There's just so many different places that you can go. You can go on the website to find a new place to shoot your bow, a new shoot to go to. That's the whole goal, is just get the word out about the shoots that are going on, because they're a great way to get ready for season and just have fun.
And a lot of those shoots too aren't super competitive. A lot of it's just show up at 3D course and shoot.
Yeah, that's most like 90% of it.
Like 90% of it. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of indoor shoots on there too during the winter too.
Oh,
so it's like
just show up
and shoot.
Yeah, have fun. Like it's just for fun.
Go practice. Like if you don't have a backyard to practice in, like, and you don't want to go to an archery range, just a 20-yard indoor range, like go to a shoot that's like somewhat competitive. Go shoot with people that are shooting at the same target as you. Like say you're shooting at a 5 spot, go shoot with a bunch of people that are shooting at a 5 spot and just like get exposed to that and get out and practice. Like,
or just get like a couple of your own buddies and just go walk a course. Go shoot a course. Like there's a ton of them out there. It's a ton of fun.
We went to HorrorCon and that was super fun. Like 4 of us, 5 of us went.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 of us. Yeah.
And we just walked the course. Like one dude smoked a tree.
Yeah.
Like
2 guys, same tree.
2 guys, same tree.
Yeah.
So it was like we weren't even shooting from the stakes. Like we were shooting like
we were just making up our own.
We were making up our own rules and stuff. So that was like so fun to get out and do that. Like,
yeah, great practice too.
Wisconsin Archery, like for sure, you have something going on, because like so many people like don't have property to shoot on. So it's like they just don't shoot their bow or a target, because targets are stupid expensive, and you pay $15-$20 to go and shoot your bow for 30 targets or something like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it needs to get more exposed, and I think like bringing archery, like compound archery, into the Olympics this year, I think that'll be really fun.
That's really cool.
Like I want to see the amount of people that actually watch that and view it. Like how many people are gonna watch compound archery? Because
a lot.
I'm sure you can like see how many viewers.
Yeah, the Olympics are gonna get a lot of eyes on it for sure.
Like if you get compound archery, like eyes on compound archery, like I wonder if numbers for people buying or bow hunters, like if that's gonna go up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think there was a big push on the Hunger Games. I don't know if you're working in the industry just yet, but when the Hunger Games came out, there's a lot of young kids that wanted to get into archery just from watching that series.
Yeah, so I wonder if people are gonna see these awesome people shooting at wherever the Olympics are held. I think it's in California or somewhere out there. Like, are more people going to get into it? Like, that would be fun.
Yeah.
To see, like.
I think the big thing is there needs to be enough cooperation between organizations to capture that attention. So if people get interested, where do they go? I just have Wisconsin Archery going on right now. So if you're in Wisconsin, you can hop on the archery map to find somewhere to buy your first bow, somewhere to go shoot, stuff like that. Having those resources out there to get those people into the sport and into the community for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Oconomowoc opening a archery range.
Oh, that's cool.
I briefly saw it in Oconomowoc's opening archery range. I think end of September.
Is that like a community one, or is it like a business or
public?
A public one, like from like Oconomowoc town.
Whale Sales is helping fund targets. And stuff
cool.
Like that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So it's like more like there's an archery range out in West Bend that I know of, and I'm sure there's a few. I know there's one down in Heartland area. So it's like, if you don't have property, buy a target and go out and shoot there. Like,
yeah, most of them have targets there too.
You really?
A target. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Just go on the website. Just go to wiarchery.com. Go to the archery map, and there's like 320 locations on there already. And if you know of one that isn't on there yet, make sure to reach out. We'll get it up on there then.
Yeah, I love Wisconsin archery because like I had no idea that there were so many shoots in Wisconsin.
A huge thank you to one of our advertisers, Buckskin Bowman. They're located in Saukville. They have a great club with archers of all skill levels. They have a standard archery range along with a walkthrough 3D course. They have 3D leagues, beginner leagues, and host a variety of shoots throughout the year. They have one more shoot scheduled for this year on September 20th. Make sure to head over to wiarchery.com and check out all the events and shoots from Buckskin Bowman. Now we're back.
We're back.
All right. Only hopefully one technical difficulty to this podcast, but all right. So where were we? So let's talk about what were we talking about?
Archery ranges.
Archery ranges. Like okay. Yeah. Yeah. You were talking about a new one coming in Oconomowoc.
Yep. New one coming in Oconomowoc. Whale Sales is helping fund it with targets and everything.
Nice.
So Oconomowoc a populated area, so hopefully that gets more people out there shooting.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we were talking about the archery map on Wisconsin Archery, so you go to wiarchery.com, click on the archery map. There's over 320 locations you can shoot your bow, buy gear, whatever, and we're trying to add more and more locations to that daily. So if you know anybody, or if you know of an archery range in the area or in Wisconsin, reach out if it's not on the map, and we'll get it added then.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you want to do some fun questions?
Oh boy, sure.
All right, your budget is $2,000 with everything: arrows, broadheads. Actually, we can skip broadheads. Just arrows, full bow setup, including the quiver.
Including a quiver. Oh boy, budget's $2,000. All right, what is one of those AX3s cost? Is that like $1,500?
Those are like 14.
14?
14 and change, 13 and change. I think it's like around 14. Let's call it 14.
Call it 14.
Yeah.
Give me a AX3.
Which one?
33.
33. Okay. That's like.
Is that like 15?
I want to say it's like 14. Let's just call it 14. It's like 14 and change. I think maybe 15 and change. Let's just call it 14.
Call it 14.
Yep.
Give me a black gold 5-pin sight. What's that, 130?
Yeah, for the rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
rush.
140. Yeah.
130,
so like 1550 ballpark.
Yep. And give me half a dozen HLRs, which is
fletched.
Like
130.
130.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are we at then? We're at 1550 plus 130, so we're at 1680.
1680. So I got 320 left.
Yep. We need to get a rest. We need to get a quiver and a release.
Q80 HDX.
All right, it's like 175 ish.
175-ish. Yeah.
So we don't got much left. We got like, what we got, $130.
Yeah.
100. Let's call it 150.
150, and I need
a release and a quiver.
A release and a quiver.
I guess you could skip the quiver. You could put the arrows in your backpack.
I hate quivers.
Yeah.
Hate quivers. Give me a smoke release from True Fire. What's that?
$70 ish.
$70.
60, 70, something like that.
And what's the cheapest quiver we got at the shop? Actually,
you probably find one on Amazon for like $20.
Yeah, you can find one on Amazon for $20.
That's awesome.
Yeah, give me a really good bow.
Yeah.
Like, give me a bow that I can tune lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Q80 HDX, like, you can do all your tuning with, like,
great rest. Super simple, yeah.
Pins are pins. Like, you either have a mover or you have fixed pins.
Yeah.
Like, a pin is a pin. There's not one better pin than it. Like, there's no better pin. There's maybe better sights because it has more adjustability, but you're like a fixed 5-pin. Like, I could do so much with that.
Planning to hunt whatever.
I could do 30 to 90. I could do 20 to 80. Like, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And just a nice simple release. I mean, I could probably shoot like any release out there, like, comfortably.
Yeah, just for hunting.
Just for hunting, like, an index is fine.
Yeah. All right. What do you think is the most overrated piece of gear in archery or bow hunting right now?
Overrated. Binoculars.
Binoculars, okay.
I don't see enough people with binoculars.
You don't see enough people with them?
I don't see enough.
No, I'm saying, that's underrated.
Underrated.
Okay, yeah.
Underrated binoculars.
Yep.
Overrated, I guess you could say binoculars, because I swear, like, say archery in general, like, I'm guilty of it too. Every single shot on the range, you see people looking through binoculars, and it's like, your arrow hit where it hit. You're here practicing.
Yeah.
And you cause the whole line to just, like, wait for you.
Yeah. That's one thing. If I could give advice for archery etiquette on a range,
don't look through your binoculars.
No, you don't look through your binoculars. But if you're the last person on the range and you're not shooting like for score, like, shoot one more arrow and then, don't bring a dozen arrows on the line with you when people are shooting 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
Overrated for bow hunting. I mean, I don't know. Bow hunting is one of those things. I kind of stay in my little area, and I stay pretty distant away from anybody else that really bow hunts and stuff like that. Like, I think people need to shoot more indexes bow hunting. I don't know, overrated. I don't know. I really could not pinpoint that down. For sure, underrated. I could say underrated stuff all day.
Yeah, what's an underrated thing?
People need to shoot more index releases. Like, have it attached to your wrist. I can't count the amount of times that I've dropped my release in the middle of a field and went, oh, crap, where's my release? And I have to go back and look for it. Last year, I was on public land. I walked 200 yards in and lost my release. And I had it in my bino pouch. And it was a silver release in 4-foot-high grass. Ooh. And woods. And I was like, how am I going to find this? I did. But I had to walk that 200-yard path that I walked in and out of like 3 times to be able to find it. So, like, have something attached to your wrist, like some sort of wrist strap or index release. Like, make it super simple and foolproof so you're not going to lose anything.
Yeah.
And saddle hunting, too. Like, I think more people need to get into that.
Yeah, saddle hunting's cool.
Like,
that's one thing I'm going to dive into more. I have a saddle. We were talking about it last time. You gave me a great tip on putting a sweatshirt between you and your saddle.
Yep.
As like a cushion.
Yep.
I need to try that. That sounds like super simple, and like that might be the game changer right there for being more comfortable.
It's like sitting on a couch.
Yeah.
It's like I could sit there all day. I think, like, I got into it super cheap, like probably sub $300.
You said you won your first one, didn't you?
I won my first like platform, and then we got some sticks, and then upgraded, like, I think I got a upgraded rope or something like that.
Okay.
To go around the tree. Like, more people need to get into that because it's an easy way to be able to get up in a tree where you want to be, like, say public land, even private land. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they're like, I don't hang tree stands. I just have one saddle, and I have trees picked out on my private property, and I just hang my saddle on my private property, and I have like 3 trees.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like you buy one stand, and if it takes 20 minutes to put up, 20 minutes to tear down, and go and hunt private property, go and hunt your public property, and you can, like, get down, hunt a morning spot, get down and go hunt a evening spot.
Nice.
Like, just take your stand down and go hang it up somewhere else. It's the same stand. You're going to get the same comfort. It's not like you're moving stands and you're like, oh, that one's got a nicer cushion than this one. Or that one is like a climber and this one's ladder stand. Like, it's a super nice way to be able to hunt, like, pretty much wherever you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you think? Do you have a dream hunt?
Elk hunt.
Elk hunt?
Elk hunt down in, like, New Mexico.
Okay. That's
where I would love to kill an elk.
Nice. Are you doing any points right now? Do you have any preference points or anything?
I don't. I have not. Every year it gets to be around September and deer hunting kicks off, and I'm like, oh, I so need to do that, and I just don't.
I would definitely start banking some points in, like, the key states that you want to go to if you can. Like, some states, I think some states you can't do points anymore, but I know there's a handful you can do points in still. So
yeah, dream hunt is like an elk hunt. I'd like to go unguided, and I'd like to just go and chase them on public land.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I know they're probably not as big, which is fine. Like, I would just love to kill a bull and not have anybody else there and have to pack it out by myself, or have a good buddy there that could help me pack it out.
Right.
But not have, like, any guide putting any, like, influence in my decisions. Obviously, I'm going to make some dumb decisions because I'm never going to do it. I haven't done it before. But I think it would be super cool to stalk one. That's like a dream hunt of mine.
All right. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done at a shoot?
Embarrassing thing that I've done at a shoot. S3DA season this season. Went to load an arrow. Didn't knock the arrow. Arrow fell out. Bow stand fell out of my quiver. Release hit the ground at the same time when I went down to pick my arrow up.
Just a complete crash
all
sale.
At the same time. On the line. In indoor season. I had to shoot my last arrow. That was the start of it. I shot 4 of the 5 arrows. I thought I shot 5. I had 10 seconds left to shoot one. I got the shot off, but loaded the arrow, fell to the ground, like, went down to pick it up. My bow stand fell to the ground. My release fell. Had to pick up the arrow and the release and load it and shoot in like 10 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
And that was so embarrassing because I, like, quick ran up to I looked through my binoculars and I was like, is there an arrow in that target? And I was like, hey, is there an arrow in the target? And he goes, no. And I was like, oh, shoot. I got to shoot my last arrow. That is probably the most embarrassing thing I've done at a shoot.
So recently there's been a lot of, like, higher world records. I think there's been a lot of youth archers have been getting better, or at least posting higher scores in years past. Do you think people are getting better from better equipment or from better knowledge?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably a mix of both. Probably more towards the knowledge and practice, because like a bow is a bow. A bow is a piece of equipment, and it's going to do the same thing every single time. A bow is only going to shoot as good as you can shoot it. So I think the knowledge, a mix between the knowledge and like what you're learning as a shooter through every single shot has a huge like contributing factor with that. I definitely think like as tuning gets more advanced with the bows, like Hoyt came out with the XTS tuning this year. It makes it a lot easier and makes it a lot more accurate to do some tuning. I think that the bows are getting made definitely more accurately. Like just for example, like I remember when I was first getting into working at Buck Archery. There was a bow that came in with like super bad cam lean, and it was just because it was an older bow and it was a split limb bow, and one limb was like extremely stiff and the other one was way weaker. So that's just a memory that I have. So I definitely think that they're getting like the limbs, for example, are definitely getting machined more similar to than they were how many years ago.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a good mix of both, but like a bow is a piece of equipment. It's going to only shoot as well as you can shoot it. So I think the knowledge and like shot through shot, like I know every shot I take, I'm like thinking like, oh, that felt different. Oh, I might be able to do this and I might be able to get that result. So it's like every shot to me, like whenever I go out to shoot, like I have a purpose of why I'm shooting. So that's why I think that the knowledge for sure is a huge factor in why people are shooting so much better.
Yeah. I think it's a mix of both.
Yeah, it's a good mix of both, but like the more accurate, more repeatable, and more knowledgeable you become, the better shooter you're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Like just watching some Paige Pierce videos, she like timing, for example, like she runs her timing like I think her top cam like a 16th ahead of the bottom cam or something like that. Top cam in front of the bottom cam for sure. I don't know how much, but just like experimenting with that, like you never would have known if you didn't have the knowledge and were to experiment with that. So like stabilizer weights too, that's another example. Like the knowledge and stuff behind stabilizer weights and angles and stuff, like the more knowledgeable you become, the more accurate and repeatable I think you can be.
Yeah. What do you think for what's something people can do to get the most out of their pro shop? Like what's something that they when they come in the shop, like what can they do to get better, get more information out of the pro shops?
Listen to what we have to say. I mean, I love when people come into the pro shop and ask questions. Mm-hmm. Like when people come into the shop and it's like first thing you say, what can we do for you today? Like that is like one of my favorite lines that comes out of my mouth, because it's like it's always something different and they're always coming to us to help them, and I always try to like take a quick minute and explain why I'm doing stuff the way I'm doing it, and explain like why you're getting this result, like explain why I'm timing the bow and like how that works and why you want the cams in sync. So I think that I think that us three at Wicked right now, like I think that's something super huge we can do, and I know that Billy does it quite a bit and you do it quite a bit, but like it's something that I've realized doing more and more. It's like just inform the person of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Mm-hmm. Like why it's so important to do every single thing we're doing. So I think that like you guys listen to us, you guys take our advice. Like I'd say 90% of the people who walk in Wicked are like open to anything that we're gonna tell them, which is like awesome. Like I remember I worked at Buck for a little bit, and people would come in and they would question a lot of stuff, and it's like we're trying to tell you stuff and you're questioning it or fighting us about it. It's like But I think if you get the most out of your pro shop, like be there and be knowledgeable and be an ear to listen.
Yeah.
Like just learn.
Yep. Big thing for me is always like ask questions and also maybe be more open or honest about things like what's going on and what do you want your end result to be. Like if you're going to say, hey, how can I make this bow shoot better, or what can I do to, what accessory can I upgrade to make my bow better, or when's it time for me to upgrade bows or just replace strings, stuff like that. Just be more open about stuff like that.
Yeah, ask some questions for sure. And we have a service reminder at Wicked for strings. So if you're not on the service reminder list, you should get on that for next year. And we'll just send you, what do we send you, a coupon in the mail or something?
For new strings in the off season.
Yep. So that'll come, spring?
Yeah, usually in spring.
So get on that service reminder list if you need strings or stuff like that.
Nice. Cool. What do you got, Micah, so far?
How does Wyatt tune a target bow over a hunting bow?
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, so how do I tune a target bow versus a hunting bow? So what I do is first get my bow, immediately put strings on it. I will leave it in draw board for a half hour.
Target bow and hunting bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw board for a half hour at full draw, half draw for a half hour. Same thing. Just get the cables and strings stretched out. And then I've never had an issue after I've done that. I don't know if it helps or not, but it's good peace of mind. Then I will put my sight and rest on and some stabilizers with like 1 or 2 ounces on there, and then put a D-loop on there with no knock sets. Then I'll shoot in my D-loop, so I'll bring my D-loop up and down on the string to figure out about where it's going to be, and I'll do that in conjunction with playing with my draw length, just to find what's going to shoot the best, what's going to hold the best, and just kind of get a good starting point. Then I'll tie in my knock sets, leave my peep loose, not tie that in all the way, just soft tie it around there. And then I will just start shooting and start playing around with stuff and figuring out what's going to hold good, what's not. At some point in there, I'll go shoot through paper and get a good paper tear out of it, maybe bare shaft, and just start playing around and see what the bow likes. And then over time, start slowly adding weight to see what's going to shoot the best. Once that's all set up, then I'll start experimenting with options. I'll experiment with point weight, arrow length, nocks, veins, vein configurations, dot size, like just start playing around with everything to see what I can get a little bit better.
Got it. And that's hunting bow and target bow?
No, just hunting bow.
Just target
bow.
Target bow?
Hunting bow is generally I'm more crunched on time, so like I'll usually I know what I want my draw length to be, so I'll get my strings twisted up to get to the draw length that I want to get to. I'll put the rest where the bottom of the arrow is near the middle of the burger hole, if not slightly below that, just in that range. Get a peep tied in, set first, second, and third axis, set my cam timing, shoot that through paper, and then check broadhead flight, and then after that's basically ready to go.
So you and me both pay way more attention to the target bow over the hunting bow.
For sure, absolutely. I mean, I think you can do the same principles apply to the hunting stuff. I don't think I get as much out of it though. I think especially for my hunting style, I'm shooting deer, 40 yards and in. I want to practice that bow, get comfortable with it, make sure it shoots good, but I don't think that. I think it's more beneficial to mess around with that target bow stuff where you're maximizing that exact accuracy versus in a hunting bow. I'm more concerned with broadhead flight, forgiveness, and just being comfortable with the bow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good point. I know with my target bow, like the more I experiment with it, the more I get it like fine-tuned. I apply those aspects to my hunting bow, and it's like there's no magnification, less weight, so it's like it just like magnifies like my like groups at 100 yards with my hunting bow. Like for me, like this new bow, I just got a Concept X37. We got draw length set on that sucker right away. And that's like the first thing we did. Draw length, and tied a loop on and put a rest on. And Billy just had me shoot in the range for, I don't know, 30 minutes or something is what he like said to do. And like fine tune the draw length. And we fine tuned the draw length. I got it really close. And then fine-tune the loop is what he said to do next. So I moved the loop up and down the string and the length of the loop, played with that, and got that holding really well without stabilizers. So I mean, it was like sitting pretty still with no stabilizers on, and then threw some stabilizers on, like 1 ounce in the front, I think 3 or 4 in the back, just super light. And moved my loop up and down the string a little bit to try to figure out like if there was like a really really sweet spot, or if there was an okay spot, and if there's like a bad spot. And I marked that with a silver Sharpie on my serving, just trying to figure out like where the best spot to be was. And then from there, I just started shooting bare shafts. Like I shot my 27s for 2 weeks, just bare shafts. And I think I shot a 300, like 18X or 17X with bare shafts. And I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
And I sent Billy a picture, or I sent Billy a picture of something. And I was like, this is what I shot. And he was like, that's good.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I'm ready to put vanes on. And I haven't, like, since that, like, it's been torque tuning. It's been adding a little bit of weight here and there. I've added, like, probably 8 ounces total since I've got the bow. Just trying to mess around with it and figure it out. But I think, like, the torque tuning aspect of it, I've learned so much with that. Even just at 20 yards, like, it's, like, I fine-tuned that. Like, I apply that stuff to my hunting bow. That's, like, way more basic. Like, there's, like, practically nothing similar between my target bow and hunting bow. But the one thing that I did do on both of them was torque tune them. Like, I will tune both bows completely differently. Like, my target bow is tuned to be the most forgiving for an iffy shot. But it's tuned, like, to hit the middle, like, almost every time. Whereas my hunting bow is tuned to feel comfortable. And maybe not as accurate, but I want to be comfortable in the tree. And I want my broadhead to fly straight. Like, I torque tuned that bow, and it's like got like so much better. Like, my group's like tightened probably like an inch, maybe 2 inches, like a lot at like 50 or 60 yards. So like close range, didn't really notice a difference, but as soon as I backed up, like torque tuning, I think more people need to start doing torque tuning. It's because it's super easy on a hunting bow. Like, you don't have to get it like perfect, but get it really close. I just got a side mount driver instead of a pick mount driver, and it mounted on the side of my bow, which is more weight on the right side, but I'm running a back bar, so who cares? Like, I can just bump my bar out a little bit or add a little bit of weight and get it close. Like, you don't have to go to the fine tuning, moving your sight or rest like a 64th of an inch just to get it perfect, but like move it in those dimples on the sight just to get it really really close and really good.
Nice.
Because like in a tree, like, you're never going to be in a perfect standing position like you would be shooting at a target. Like, you're going to be twisted around a tree, or like pointed straight down, or you're going to be torquing the bow of some sort. Like, if you wear gloves, like, you're probably going to be torquing the bow, like, no questions asked. So
what about new products? Are you any new products that you've been using recently that you've been pretty hyped on?
the R7, the Hamsky R7, and the driver, I suppose I put both of those on my hunting bow. The R7, I've loved Hamsky for the last year and a half that I've been shooting them on my target bow, and I was like, hey, well, let's try it on the hunting bow.
Yeah.
I was worried about the long cord, like maybe getting caught on a branch or something, but I've been paying a lot of attention to that the last couple of days, overshooting it. And my cord doesn't like come out at all. It actually like stays in line with the riser and just like folds towards the front of the bow.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't like go out towards like a branch where a branch would be.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. I want to see how that performs. That has made, like, it's super quiet when I draw my bow back. Like with the Q80, nothing against Q80. I love Q80. I shot that rest for a long time. But it was just kind of loud, and I don't know what it was. I tried to put electrical tape, hockey tape, stuff like that on the bottom of my rest, and for some reason it was just loud when I drew back. So I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, like worn felt paint maybe on your launcher or something.
Maybe.
Yeah. That R7 comes with felt on it, doesn't it?
It does,
Yeah.
and isn't it a rubber launcher too?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's like it's gonna be quiet no matter what and dampens the sound. I love the containment of the Q80. But at the same time, I'm like, the Hamsky's just, it's not that much different. I have more room for the arrow to move, but the launcher is as wide as the, like, enclosure around it, so it's gonna pick the arrow up no matter what. I know walking through brush, people are like, I want that arrow contained and not moving, and to me, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I put my finger right there and it's whatever. But usually it's pretty rare I'm walking with my bow with an arrow nock.
Yeah.
But, what about your sight? You're using a multi-pin sight, a multi-pin slider?
Yep.
Is that your preferred style?
Yeah, 3-pin slider. I could shoot fixed pins. Like, I don't like to shoot a deer under 50, 60 generally. But I also love to shoot long bows with my hunting
just
bow.
for fun. Yeah,
Just for fun.
Yeah, I love practicing long range.
Like, I have a video of shooting like 150 yards with some lighted knocks. And it's so fun just to watch those knocks just like float and then just land into the target.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're like, I could have ran to the house and back before that arrow got to the target.
Yeah.
It's just in the air forever.
Nice.
So multi-pin mover driver. I love the micro adjust pins. Those like
That's great. Yeah, to have micro adjust
amazing.
pins. Yeah.
So I can micro adjust 3 pins. My axes are set like perfect right now. I haven't had to mess with any of that. And like I said, I got the side mount so I could torque tune. And I'm like, I had a UltraView slider on there before. Love the sight, no complaints. Pins are a little dull, but with the light, they're fine. And I ended up like torque tuning my driver, and my driver's in like way further than my UltraView one was. And I put my UltraView one back on there like a month ago and tried torque tuning with that, and it was like way off. And I'm like, I am so glad I upgraded to a side mount. And most people are like, I'm so glad I upgraded to a integrated style.
Yeah. That pick mount mounts pretty close.
It does.
Yeah. And they do make, or they're supposed to make an extension or a movable bracket for that pick mount.
Oh, do they?
We ordered a couple of them at the shop, and they sent us like the wrong thing. It was like the right packaging, but the wrong product. Sent them back. They sent us the exact same thing again. So okay, well, it might be out there somewhere.
So yeah, I think that's one thing. Like, I love that Matthews has the bridge lock. Like, I know a lot of brands are going to that shorter bridge lock, just to keep it like close inside the riser, and you don't have much poking out the backside. But I think like doesn't HHA make a longer one, or they did?
Yeah,
2
well they
years
do.
ago?
So I think they have. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe on HHA that you can get a standard dovetail, and that will go inside the bridge lock, and then you can actually flip the mounting bracket. Then it would still work with the bridge lock. Then.
Okay.
And then Black Gold offers a 4-inch and a 6-inch, I believe, for a dovetail bridge lock. Excel, I believe you can put a standard Excel bar in there, but you need an offset bracket then to make it work in the bridge lock. Most companies have some sort of option to make that adjustment that you're looking for bringing the sight in and out.
I think that's something super easy too. Like, get a sight if you have a Matthews bow, get a sight that has multiple little divots in it. Find the one that you can torque tune the most accurately, or which one. Like, don't go crazy with it, but just like a little bit here and there. Like, torque tune your bow at least a little bit.
I found that with at least for my draw length and setup, if you have your rest all the way in, like what most rests are nowadays, especially with the integrate stuff, if you have your sight in all the way, that's kind of where it's going to end up.
Yeah, that's kind of where I ended up too. I'm not like all the way in, but I'm also like not like towards the middle.
Yeah.
I'm definitely closer to all the way in.
I think that can change too with like your overall setup. I think draw length might change it too. I could be wrong, but just different bows and geometries and stuff like that. So it's not the same for everybody, obviously.
Yeah, and it's not super important. So many people go hunting without doing it, and it's fine. I just think it's like one more thing you can take your hunting bow to the next level. And like, if you like shooting 150 yards or something stupid like that, like, you can definitely notice a difference for sure.
Yeah.
So on a Matthews bow, that's so easy to do with the bridge lock. On a Hoyt, it's a little harder to do unless you get a side mount.
Mm-hmm. What's one thing you think that the average bow hunter should be doing that they're not doing?
Scouting for property.
Okay.
I know quite a few people who do scout, and I like look up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that so many people break their bow out the day before bow season, and they're like, okay, I have 10 acres 2 hours away, I'm going to go hunt. And it's like, they'll just go hunt it. And there will be like, they will have no idea. Maybe they have cameras up, but they will have like no idea where like the hot spot is. Like, you have your cameras up in the same spot every single year. Or if you're like, if you don't have cameras up, like, you're walking in blind and you just like are going off of last year, and you're just going out bow hunting for like the meat, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like you're really giving it no, like, you don't really care that much is basically what it's telling me. And to go off that, not shooting your bow until a week before hunting season.
Yeah.
Like, you people drive me nuts.
Yeah, one thing for sure is I tell everybody that if you could just do one thing is shoot your broadheads. Shoot your broadheads, whatever setup you're going to pick, go shoot your broadheads at a target at least once or twice and make sure they're good to go. I've heard of so many people that go out hunting, they've never shot their broadheads once. They're
Even mechanicals, too.
Yeah, even mechanicals shoot the practice head or designate one for practice.
Yeah, the people that don't break their bow out until end of July or August, it's like, come on, people. And then you're complaining about missing a deer. It's like, you haven't been practicing like all year. You broke your bow out a week before hunting season when, oh crap, it needs strings, or oh, something's broken, like busted it out of the case, and it's like, oh, I need strings, like I have 3 strands cut or something like that. Or switch broadheads like the week before bow season because it's like they didn't have broadheads in the case, and then they went to their pro shop and they didn't have the broadheads they were shooting. It's like, oh, I'll just get these, they're close enough.
Yeah.
It's like people just don't, like, so many people just don't care enough about it. And I think that practicing shooting your broadheads is definitely a big, like, you have to do.
Yeah.
Even mechanicals. Like, I shot my mechanicals this week, and they shot fine, but that's not saying that they're going to shoot fine for everybody. Like, my bow is tuned really, really, really well. So it's like, if your bow is not tuned, like, even a mechanical might not fly.
Yeah, for sure. What's one piece of advice that you give to somebody who hasn't gone to any shoots or events before that wants to get more serious and more into it?
Like, hasn't went to any, like just fun shoots even?
Yeah, like someone, it's like, what's some advice for somebody who's an average bow hunter that wants to get more serious and start going to the shoots and going to the events and stuff like that?
One piece of advice, go with a buddy or go with somebody you know.
Make it more comfortable.
Because even like a fun shoot, or say you go to a money shoot, like there's not a lot on the line, but it's like take somebody you know, or like be talkative with people there. Like if you don't bring somebody you know, like be talkative there and get to know people. Like I know when I went to my first shoot, I didn't go with anybody, and I just went in like ready to talk to people, and every single time I went, it's like I always talked to somebody and they were like my buddy for the day.
Yeah, you always get to meet somebody new.
You always meet somebody new. Like, you just want to make it as comfortable as possible, because like even me going to my first shoot, I was nervous, and I have no reason to be nervous.
Yeah.
Like, there is no reason for me to be nervous.
One thing that I think we talked about last time was you've never been to a scramble before, right? Mm-mm. Yeah, if you're moderately serious about archery and you want to go have some fun, go find one of the scrambles. Basically, they're generally luck of the draw. So you just show up, they'll randomly pair you with a partner, and it's usually best arrows, so a lot less pressure on the line. And you always meet somebody new, and it's a great time. I met some great friends from doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to really get more into it, too, like getting the most out of your pro shop, go to your pro shop and ask questions about things. Get to really know your bow setup and get to know like why everything's set up the way it is. Ask your pro shop, like us at Wicked, like ask us why we tune a bow the way we tune our bow. Why do you set up the arrow the way you set up the arrow? Like, why is my draw length this over that? It's like it's only a 1/4 inch difference or a 1/2 inch difference. Like, really get to know your bow. Tinker with your bow maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to figure out, like,
I always encourage everybody to start learning more on how to work on your own bow, how to fletch your own arrows. It's a fun process. Learn more along the way, and it's great to get yourself involved in the process.
That's how I started. I started with a bow tech, so it was super easy to tune, and I really started like tuning with that. That got me introduced to working on my own stuff. But fletching arrows, the easiest thing to start with.
Yeah,
like,
it's cheap too.
Super cheap. Like, I would recommend Arizona Easy Fletch. Easiest way to fletch an arrow, in my opinion.
Very easy, yeah.
For a hunting bow, more than perfect. That's what I fletch mine with.
Yeah.
Like, it's fast, it's efficient, it's like accurate.
You can fletch a wide variety of veins with it.
Yeah, I mean, you get the mini, you can really only fletch like smaller veins with it, but even the bigger one, like you can fletch like anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to fletch your own arrows, and like learn how to like tune your bow with those arrows. And if you screw it up, bring it to us at Wicked and we'll fix it.
My word of advice, though, for everybody that wants to tune their own bows is buy a bow press before you learn how to tune. Because
I did not do that.
Because I tell everybody, timing is the most important thing. So get your timing set first before you go and start doing whatever tuning process you want to do. Make sure your timing's set first.
What I would do is I would go into Bucker because that's where that was like my shop because we lived down there. What I would do is I would go and have them check my timing, and that's what I would do.
Have somebody check your timing, then you can go home and tune. Yep.
Have them check my timing because I knew I wanted my bow tuned how I wanted it tuned. I know what was comfortable for me. I know where I liked my D loop on the string. So I knew where I liked my rest position so I could still shoot well. And I knew that like on my bow tech, I knew where my cams needed to be for like a left and right tear. And I knew where I shot more accurately with them. Like I would shoot with my cams all the way to the left side of the bow, and then I would just micro tune my rest in and out a little bit. That like my center shot was moved. My center shot was center, but it was moved to the left side of the bow, so it wasn't 13/16. But I would shoot lights out like that. Yeah. Like really, really, really well. Whereas if I would go center, I was centered of the like limb bolt or limb bolt. I would still shoot pretty well. But then if I would shift everything over to the right, I would not shoot super well. So I don't know if that's a stiffness in the limb or if it's like I'm getting like less riser flex or something like that, moving everything in and out. But that's like how I like tuning that bow, and I knew how I wanted to tune it. So like I would go and have a pro shop check my timing, get my timing perfect. It'll cost you $15 if like somebody checks your timing and it's off and they need to twist cables or something. Like it's inexpensive. Sometimes people like if you're not busy, they'll just do it.
Yeah. Another thing too is you can also build your own drawboard. That's very cheap. I built my own just 4x4 with a big bolt on the end and a boat winch, and it was real easy. If not, you can buy them for pretty cheap nowadays too.
Yeah. So if you want to buy one, but like you can always go to your pro shop, ask them to check timing, stuff like that, and then learn how to tune your bow. Like don't do anything crazy. Like if it's way off, like something's wrong. But take a shoebox, cut a square out of it, like tape a piece of paper to it, shoot it into a target. And that's like the easiest way to start. Like you don't need anything fancy. And the bows nowadays are getting so easy to tune. Like the XDS system, like I learned in probably 15 minutes on how to use it. Yeah. And it was like super easy. And like you don't need much common sense to learn how to use it. It's like straightforward. You twist the bolt in or out. It's like, and it moves the limb, and it's like you can fix an up, down, and left, right tear with that. Or like with the lift, you take the axle screw out or something like that, cap screw, and then you twist the bolt in and out, and it moves the limb. So it's like super easy to do. So I think more people need to start doing that for sure.
Cool. Anything else you got? You want to wrap her up?
Wrap her up. Perfect.
All right, thanks, Michael. Let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening to the United Archery Podcast. My goal is going to be doing an episode every week. We'll probably stay around the first few months here, doing 2 episodes a month, and try to ramp it up after that. Then and make sure to hit like, subscribe, follow, hit all the buttons, share with a buddy. We appreciate all of it, and stay tuned for more.
Thanks, Wyatt.
No problem. Thank you, Micah.